Okay, this is Paul, and I'm continuing to work on this Gilfillan radio. The customer decided that he did want all the capacitors changed, so I did change the last 4 capacitors, and now it's time to do a IF alignment. But before we do, we'll go ahead and check it out and see what it's doing. But we'll go ahead and see what it's doing. Right now I got everything set so I don't have to do a lot of switching around while we're going through the video. First thing we'll do is see where it's at now, and bear in mind that I'm in my basement and I don't have a lot of stations around me. So the tubes are warming up. I'll put the volume about halfway, and about there. We'll give it a second to warm up. It's drawing 25.5 watts. It's rated at 27, and as the tubes warm up, that will settle down to around 25. It's already starting to drop a little. It's at 25.5. It went up to 25.7. So it's pretty stable. Current draw is 230 milliamps, and I don't have my diagram here, but let's see. Oh, here it is. It should be drawing maximum of 27 watts, so we're all right. 23 milliamps is fine. And here we have our alignment procedure on this paper here. It's written in this corner, which you will not be able to see, but I'll read it as I go through it. And before we do that, like I said, we'll see where it's at in its current setting. So if we start at the full open gang tuner, and we start closing, you're not going to hear a lot because there's not a lot of stations near me, but there is one coming in a minute, seconds. That's a Cornelia station, is where I'm located, Cornelia, Georgia. The volume control needs a little more contact cleaner, and I'll do that. But that one comes in pretty good. If we continue, I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume up since I'm outside Cornelia now looking for something. And I apologize for the noise upstairs. There's absolutely nothing around here. There's something there. Probably can't hear that. Let me put a speaker wire on there. Let's see, antenna wire might give you a little more sound. I don't know. Yeah, right there should be it. I'll just clip that to something overhead here, just to kind of hold it up in the air. But it's not going to make much difference. There's something. That's probably Toccoa. So you can barely hear it, and that's at full volume. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do a tuning on this thing. I'm just going to leave it right where it is, fully closed, and take this antenna back off. And I don't know if you can see this meter. Let's see if we can get it in a shot. A little more light. Is that too much light? Probably not. And here's our meter. And I'll put it down like this so you can see it. Okay. And this is connected to my signal generator. And I'm somewhere around 455 kilocycles, which is the IF frequency for this radio, and we're going to do a tuning on it. First thing I want to do is calibrate my meter so that we're at the right frequency. I'm going to calibrate the signal generator. You can hear that. That's the 1000 hertz signal coming in. I'm going to just turn the volume down on it. Coming in through the amplifier. So we'll put this on frequency. And we're pretty close. I just set that at 455 on my analog meter, so I want to get it right on 455. Actually, let's see how this sounds while we turn the frequency. We might be able to find where the radio is already drifted to. Okay, that should be louder. That's 455, that's where it should be. I'm going to keep turning it and see. It's getting louder. Okay, so the IF right now is way off. It's around 440, 441. Yeah, about 441. But we're going to tune it, so let's get this back to 455. Okay. Oh, look at that. Couldn't do better than that. Okay, so now what we want to do is tune the IF cans. And they suggest setting the condenser to full open, which it is, it's full open. Adjust the dial pointer so it's just under 1700 kilocycle. Well, we ain't going to deal with that right yet because I got the dial disconnected. Put a space loop 1 1/8 inches from the chassis, and that is adjusted by there's a slide out there that controls how far the antenna is away from the chassis, and we're about there. Connect signal generator output lead to the antenna connected through a 50 microfarad capacitor or 50 picofarad, and this unit comes with one in series with this green wire that comes out the back, which is for tuning. It can also be used for an external antenna. So we're already sending the signal in through there. Set the signal generator to 455 kilocycles. Okay, when they say set the dial pointer to 1700, that basically means full open. And that would be okay. That's full open. So what we're going to do is just try to get this tone centered. If I turn the coil, you're going to see it's way over here, or it's close, but it's not there yet. So we'll start with this one. Let me get a thinner screwdriver. You try not to touch the metal can when you do this, because you can use a plastic, which is the best thing to do, but I find a lot of these don't like to turn, and you hear that, we're bringing it in really well. and the meter is rising. If you can see it, I'll put it over here. Turn that volume back down because we don't need it that loud now. We're getting some sensitivity. But you see the meter was rising there. Actually, I'm going to turn it up a little and we can take advantage of the meter too. So that's peak on the meter, peak by my ear. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, now you're seeing some deflection. Turn the volume down. Okay, that's pretty good. Turn it down and try the other IF can. Oh, it's coming up good. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll start over. Okay. Didn't drift much. That's good. Good. Let me see if I turn the modulation level down. Turn the volume up. Okay. Check them again. Okay. All right. I'd say that's pretty good. Okay. We'll continue. Let me turn my RF level down. Turn the volume down. Okay. Now, a little bit of something trying to come in. Hear it? Sensitivity is much better. I'll leave it there. Okay, now the next section calls for setting the signal generator to 1500 and turning the trimmer. Okay, so we're going to set the signal generator for 1500. Well, this is all the way that way. So we'll go up a notch. And there we go, 1.4 meg. Let's get it up to 1500. Okay. So that's pretty close right there. And turn the RF up, and sound up. And let's see. Says set the signal generator 1500. Turn the trimming knob to set on 1500 kilocycles. Okay, the tuning knob. What we're going to do here, what we have to do here, is put the tuning setup back together. So we'll move the grounds over to this ground cable and put that back on. Okay, this is the technician's little tuning cardboard. It's pretty dry rotted with age, so I took it off so it wouldn't get damaged. But basically, this is the one you set the knob for 1500. So what we're going to do is put that back on. It has a few little clips that hold it in place, and 3 of them actually. There's these little clips here that snap through the cardboard. You can see them. They snap through the cardboard and they just lock it into place so it doesn't move around. So we just push those through the holes. Now we know that we should be at 1500. So that's not far off from where we were. A little bit. So I think that's better. Let me see where that goes to. That's it. That's about the same distance off the high end as the low end. Yep, perfect. So I'll tighten it there. Yeah. I think it might have moved on me. Let me check it again. Yeah, it moved a little bit. And just push it down. Okay. Good. All right, I'm going to tighten it better. Good. Now we're in business. So now I set it back on 1500. Go. Now, let me see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. So we need to bring it down to about there, lower the volume a little. There, we got it now. All right, I'm going to go ahead and lower this back down. Wow, I'm down. I'm barely on. This radio has a ton of sensitivity now, operating like it's supposed to. So we'll go ahead and connect this back up and see where we are on the meter. Okay. Turn it up just a little. Okay. good. Now we're on 1500 where the dial's supposed to be. And there's a station there on top of it. That's just too much to believe. Okay. Back again. And let's continue listening to the radio. Okay. That's Cornelia, my local station. Now I should be able to find WNEG, which is 630 on the dial.
Okay, there's no magic music.
There it is.
But still, that's my independent research by Silk Road shows Indeed delivers 10 times more higher.
See, it's about 630. It's hard to, I have to turn it all the way up, and I can't do that. So we're right on it.
Sir, you're now being placed on a risk job. You're ready to. What is that? I think you are tonight. Star Motel. During your stay, you'll be photographed, fingerprinted, and...
Great sensitivity.
I don't agree with a lot of their policies.
Talk radio down at the bottom of the band.
For real, hotel. Crowd numbers for real.
Static.
What about the Supreme Court? Like that? I don't know that. If the choice is what letter is next to the who cops to come to your house because some crazy. I'm in Edgewood with Tara.
Unreal. Okay, I'm going to let you see what I'm seeing. I'm going to gently set this back up on the antenna, just so you can get a shot. Okay? And you see that's the bottom. That's 1700, past 1700. Turn it up. I'm gonna have to jump by the local station.
Yes.
See how little I'm turning that? A lot of these are probably skipped from somewhere else.
Do you not care about your country? Put them out. Support the country.
So that was the local station. Look at that.
So radical left, trumped up, pardon the pun. That came out, made the trip to Charlotte. So
Isn't that amazing? That is a well-tuned radio. Plenty of sensitivity, plenty of amplification, plenty of volume. For these faraway stations, a lot of these are probably skipped because it's the afternoon. You pick up all kinds of crazy things. And bear in mind, I am buried below ground in a block building with electric wires all around me, fluorescent lights. That's Chico's WNEG. The radio is in excellent shape. So,
You might be the only team in the country.
okay. Put it up to the end there, shut it off. Next thing is put it back in the case. So we'll do that. And this radio is done. One of the things that the customer had mentioned was that the dial had turned, and I got it straight as I can tell it should be, and I'm about to seal it, so I don't want to put it right in there right now, but that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll add to this video once I get this adjusted and sealed. It's close. That's probably as close as I'm going to get it there. And it looks pretty good to my vision. And I'm kind of eyeballing a different distance from here to here, you know, to get it where it looks. I mean, it was way off, so it's really good. I'd like to have that 90 at 12 o'clock position. Let's see if we can turn that just a little more. And obviously I got to blow the case out before I put it back together. It's not easy to turn, which is a good thing because it probably would stay there, but I'm probably going to put a little bit of a seal around it just to keep it there. That feels pretty good, actually. That looks good. I think I'm going to leave it right like that. Yeah. If I stare at it too long, it looks too much one way, too much the other. I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that out, and then I'm going to seal that disc so it doesn't turn. And it's got a metal ring I can attach it to on the bottom there so it won't turn. And a very small little hairline crack, hardly even shows through. Case is in great shape. It's got a little crack here, but not bad. Beautiful radio. So once I get it together, then we'll listen to it one last time, and at the end of this video I'll just add that, and then I'm done with it. Thank you for watching my video. Okay, I'm about ready to put this radio back together, put it back in its case. Gave the chassis a little cleaning off and blew out the capacitor here, tuning capacitor. And this is the case, which you can see is really much cleaner. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back together and do a final play on it. And you can put a small drop of glue in the bottom of that. In the back there you can see it, just to keep the dial from turning. It'll hold it in place. Anyway, and case looks really good. So we'll put it back together and we'll see how it sounds. Okay, radio's back in the case and ready to do a final check on it. So power's on, we'll turn it on. Give the tubes a second or two to warm up. There we go.
Was at 26.4%, and this was heralded as massive news in the American media. Warren had gotten the Real Clear Politics coverage for the first time. It lasted a day, and she's gone downhill ever since.
Again, this is in my basement with block walls and all kinds of electrical wires above me. Great sensitivity. Upstairs, this would do a whole lot better.
Like Jesus, God.
You see my main power trunks come in here, and I got fluorescent lights and everything else. So okay, but you see how sensitive it is. It's a digital station.
Like a white passenger, like, what do you call those, a caddy? Yeah. Come out of the net.
Right here, so maybe I can turn it, you can see the dial a little better. Yeah, no glare on it, but there you go.
79. We lost Rhoda in the last. Valerie Harper, Emmy-winning actress, best remembered for starring as Rhoda Morgan.
That last comment, so insulting. That's Ambassador Chris Hill, who was in charge of Iraq under Obama in the beginning for everybody.
Let me get it off that stick.
First and foremost, again, there was nothing said by the.
Okay, I cleaned the case a little bit. I went over it and kind of shined it up. My camera's not liking the shine on it, but you see it's kind of clean. I didn't do a full restore on this. I just kind of got it cleaned, went through the grill there and got most of the things out. I didn't clean the back yet. I'll go ahead and go over that lightly. I don't want to discolor it or fade it or anything. But and if I connect, let me see. Connect the wire back there.
But then again, they said nothing. They were part of the lie and the deception with the Benghazi embassy attack that resulted in the loss of life of an American ambassador, Sean Smith, State Department employee, and two former Navy SEALs, Tyrone Woods, and you know what? I just lost this.
Okay, I went ahead and ran that extension antenna wire back out the back so I could clip an alligator clip on it to give you a little more signal. And you see how I'm itself as an antenna.
3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. Call us at 888-455.
That right there, at that frequency, that's the noise you're hearing all the way through, and that's interference from stuff around the radio. Sensitivity is incredible. These stations are quite far away from me.
I love the music and even the tomfoolery. Tomfoolery? Please keep up the exceptional work. Your good music is here to stay.
And this is Tom Foolery speaking. This one's from Anna. She says, I listened to your very funny program on the east coast of Australia, just north of Sydney. The station is 99.7, Raymond, Newcastle. Thanks for the prime joy.
Notice no noise, because the station is reachable.
Hey, or call 706-21-3113.
Even that one isn't too
creating
far.
healthy communities. Looking at your forecast for today, brought to you by
That's probably
Habersham Drug.
near
Today, cloudy with periods
Clarksville.
of rain throughout the day and our high only reaching.
But these are far away, and it's trying to pull them in. If it was upstairs, it'd pull in some of these, and with an antenna, external antenna, it'd pull in even more. Amazing radio. Very well built. Well, there you have it. Gilfillan Radio, running like new. Thank you for watching our video. Be sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you like the video. We appreciate that, and helps us to make more videos. Thank you, and Happy New Year.